UFC 205, a good start at the Garden leads into the main card and Conor McGregor. A legend gets the Garden crowd cheering. No one is tougher than Frankie Edgar, the former champion who is legendary for absorbing beatings, and dishing them out as well. He has spent 6 hours in total in the Octagon, a record. In 26 fights, dating to 2005, he has never lost except by decision. His opponent tonight was Jeremy Stephens, a knockout artist who has fought many of the top names in the featherweight division. In the first round, Edgar got Stephens against the cage, but couldn't land any decisive blows. In the second, Stephens landed a flying kick that would have finished most mortal men, but not Edgar, who jumped up seemingly none the worse for wear and responded with a big takedown in the final minute that got the crowd chanting "Frankie, Frankie." A couple more takedowns in the third sealed the unanimous victory for Edgar. And the show begins. The early fights on a UFC card can be sleepy affairs, but for this first appearance at Madison Square Garden, quite a few talents and big names were brought out. Perhaps the most notable is Khabib Nurmagomedov, the next big thing of mixed martial arts, who brought a 23-0 lifetime record into his bout with Michael Johnson. The Russian Nurmagomedov took a few early shots from the puncher Johnson, but once he performed his specialty, the takedown, he brutally schooled Johnson with ground and pound for the rest of the round. The second round was more of the same, as was the third, and Nurmagomedov eventually got a battered and exhausted Johnson to submit to the Kimura, a wrist lock. Nurmagomedov staked a claim to a title shot against the Conor McGregor Eddie Alvarez winner and will be a formidable opponent for either. In other bouts, Tim Boetsch, 35, who had lost 4 of his last 6 fights, rejuvenated his career with a first-round knockout of Rafael Nadal. The up-and-coming Vicente Luque knocked down Belal Muhammad just over a minute into the first round, then quickly finished him off on the mat. And in a battle of veterans, Jim Miller decision Thiago Alves. The Octagon makes its debut in New York. The scantily clad ring girls, the stentorian announcer Bruce Buffer, and most importantly, the iconic 8-sided cage-surrounded ring, the Octagon, were in place, as they are several times a month all over the country, and the world. But tonight for the first time they were in New York City, where mixed martial arts is newly legalized, adding an extra free zone of excitement. Muhammad Ali fought Joe Frazier in Madison Square Garden, and stars like Patrick Ewing and Wayne Gretzky regularly electrified the home fans. But the Garden has never seen anything quite like the spectacle of the UFC.